Hey, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the Autobahn. I know you guys probably got a lot of questions about it. You know, even myself, when I first got to Europe, I had a lot of questions about it. The most common question is a lot of people think you can go as fast as you want, which is not true. There is speed limit posted throughout the Autobahn, but for the most part, it is, go as fast as you want. But you also got to think what type of vehicle you have. Like myself, I have an SUV. I know my SUV is not ready to go that fast. It's not made to go that fast. So I have to stay in the right lane. Just let the left lane be to the fast guys. So it's something to think about. The second thing is about the autobahn is a lot of people think that you can just take your American-made car, get on the autobahn, and you can just go. That's not the case neither. Your car got to be rated for high speed. During the autobahn. If you got a family van, your family van probably can push over 200K or 150K on the autobahn. So you might want to stay in the right lane also. The left lane is really for the fast guys, the guys out there with the new Porsches, the new Audis, the new BMW, them the guys you normally see in the left lane, really getting it in on the Autobahn. So, that's something that I had to experience hands on. The Europeans, they drive totally different from Americans. Americans a little, it's not too crazy, it's a little courtesy when you drive and, you get that person that time to get over. You might, flash your high beams to indicate that person to get over. But in Europe, they'll rise your tail, they'll tailgate you and kind of force you to get over. They drive very, very, very aggressive here in Europe, especially on the Autobahn. You would think everything is in a hurry on the Autobahn. So you got to be careful when you first get over here because, not saying I haven't seen a crash yet, knock on wood. But the way they drive, it's almost scary, especially when you first come from America and you jump right onto the Autobahn. So it's something to think about, especially safety if you got kids and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go over some type of regulation in case you guys not tracking or understanding. But in America, like highways, you gotta use your blinkers. Here, it's the same thing. But I think here more you have to use your blinkers more because when somebody going at that fast rate of speed, you got to get that person that time to indicate, like, hey, I'm getting over to the left, getting over to the right. Because sometimes I've seen people, it's hard for them to stop going at that amount of speed on the Autobahn. So you got to obey the speed limits. If you going from an area where there's no speed limit, then it drops down to 70. So they expect you to get back down to 70. So, that's something that, I had a hard time getting the hang of too, because they have cameras here. So, and they have like little areas where they know people really can't get down, reduce their speed. So they have the little cameras, the hot spots, what we call them. Then they sit there and they flash. When when you drop down to 70, you still may be doing 85 or 90. The camera will flash, it will get your license plate, and they'll send a ticket to your mailbox. You have to pay that ticket in euros. The only difference is from America, there's no point system here. You get a ticket, you pay the ticket, that's it, and then you hop back on the Autobahn. I haven't heard of any license suspensions or anything like that from ticket standpoint anyway. So the Autobahn, like I said, it was built in 1920. Hitler took over. He expanded it for his military troops. Hitler was a very smart guy. But the Autobahn took a long time to build, and it's most definitely a very effective way to travel, and it's very effective means to travel. For the most part, the Autobahn is a good way to travel. It's an effective way to travel. Me and my wife, we use it almost every day, especially when we travel to Frankfurt, Berlin, the Cologne, the Stuttgart, especially like the major cities. I really wish America would adopt a system like the Autobahn. I think the highest I've seen in the States was like 80 miles per hour, and that's like on I-95 going down south to Florida. But it's a very good system. I want my classmates to understand that don't believe all the rumors. Come over here, try it out for yourself, and this is really that's inform you about the Autobahn in Europe. So that's my portion.